in the afternoon, just after lunchtime, a couple of the gentlemen here started walking back toward the can crusher. So there are some people who've already just come back to work about a minute ago. My name's Paul. I'm with the Ocean Camera Space Corp. We're getting the shot today, possibly getting the shot of the can crusher being moved from here next to the build site all the way to the launch site for further testing, probably some crowd testing and stress testing. Lunch ended here about 19 minutes ago, so we are officially post-lunch time frame here. It's a kind of a lazy Monday, and we'll see how it goes. Hey Tom, see Coley, good morning, good afternoon, thanks. For those of you just joining in, I did call Bigelow Aerospace during the lunch break, and I left another message, this time with a lady named Isabel, and she was going to give the message to Mr. Bigelow that I'd be interested in either buying Bigelow Aerospace, chatting about near-death stuff. I'm a world expert as far as near-death experiences and out-of-body states. Or doing some type of partnership or just working together in another way. So I did leave a message over the break with the Bigelow Aerospace company, and maybe it'll be great to chat with Mr. Bigelow. Welcome back to the stream. If you were here before, this is part 2 of the what I can also notice is that they did, hey Tony, yep. They got the rest of those stilts from over here and they moved them over to the SPMT. So that is done. Yeah, great stuff, huh? Yep. Tom, Bigelow Aerospace was a structure manufacturer for space structures. Look them up online, bigelowaerospace.com, I think it's a website. And Mr. Bigelow, a billionaire, was interested in making space, I think, accessible for humanity. And he did at some point get into UFOs and consciousness. And over the last several years, I know he founded a website to collaborate, to get people talking together about near-death states and consciousness. So I'm a world expert in that area as well. So I left a message that I'd be happy to chat with them about that as well. So, but they did close down during the COVID time frame, and they chose not to reopen, at least as of now, December 12, 2022, Monday. Yeah. What I did not do is to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so there's a chance we might lose a reception if somebody calls or something like that happens. I don't think I remembered to put it on Do Not Disturb. I can end the stream now, make this stream hidden, unlisted, and start the stream over. What do you think about that? I would feel more comfortable if I ended this stream and started a new stream. Yeah, check them out. I'm gonna end this stream, and then unless I will attempt to do it while we're still live, but I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb. We might get the black screen of death. If that's the truth, then I will hide the stream and restart a new stream. So bear with me, it'll take a moment here, just a minute. All right, let me know if we're back or if the screen is blank. I did put it on Do Not Disturb, and I'm back with you, maybe only with audio, but let me know how that turned out. if you have any visual. Good, we're good. Oh, that's the first time I've ever done it like that, where I was able to go back to the, put it on, do not disturb. Good stuff, thanks. Maybe it depends on reception or something, I don't know, but great. We'll continue on then. So it's 12:49. Looks like another gentleman coming back from lunch, maybe. Yep, Gary. Thanks. I could walk down there to the right. Got the first like, Tony. Good stuff. Good stuff. I could walk back down to the right and get the shot from by the Starship down there looking in. Okay, Carl says the pad's being poured under the Alma launch mount and they're moving the can crusher. Busy day at Starbase. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, that's a lot of money, huh? Says Gary. Tom, when I left the site this morning, it was a somewhat of a skeleton crew still. It was more than yesterday, so yeah, there are more people there than yesterday, but yeah, so definitely more than yesterday. Not skeleton, yep. I'm thinking I might walk down over to here and get the shot in at the top. We would lose the shot of the can crusher, but we would get a view of what they're doing, possibly with maybe the first thing that's going to roll out would be the top piece. They would roll that out maybe first and up this road here. So since they do have the rest of those stilts from over here, there were 5 of them. And now those are gone. Where is that? Oh yeah, right next to the A2 sign. There was a bunch of them here. All right, we got some movement there too. It's good. I'll wait a little bit. All right, the rest of the crew is back from lunch. They just said hello as they drove by. All right. I got you, Tom. I was thinking about asking them when they're going to move it, but I haven't done it yet, if I do. Maybe it's like an inspector, or they're just inspecting it before they do the final move, possibly. This guy seems to be looking at stuff rather than doing stuff. They didn't bring any more of those boards up there either. So, and the guys on the ground seem to be just waiting and seeing. Yep, looks like that's a check off. They got the looks good. Now there's a video out there about Elon firing. There's a lot of kind of a joke videos out there about what Elon said when he fired people at Twitter. If you go to YouTube and check out Elon firing, there's like people doubling over what Elon might have said. Pretty funny. That's kind of what I just did up there. I couldn't really tell what he was saying or pointing at, but it looked like he was just inspecting the stuff and saying, "Nope, it's all good." The guys on the ground there are saying, did we do a good job or did we do a good job? Yeah, I'm not sure I saw the tweet. I heard the reference to the tweet about the pronouns, but I didn't see it yet, but I need to go check out that tweet. Yep. Hey, Gator. Nice. Looks good so far. Thanks, Tom. Oh, so that's what's happening. The wind's blowing. I gotta tighten that. That's why it moved. All right, won't happen again. It's now 1 p.m. Gary says, anyone here, what, if anything, is happening with AL Space? ABL Space. Never heard of that company. Gary, what's up with that company? ABL Space. Interesting. Kind of like Cain and Abel. Abel, A-B-A-L-E, but A-B-E-L, A-B-L. Cain and Abel. Gary says they've been trying to launch forever and it keeps getting delayed. Interesting. Okay, Tom says, can anyone give me an explanation of what purpose of the can crusher is? I don't fully understand what the purpose is. I don't know, I can make up some stuff. I know they do a crowd test on it. I know when one of the crowd tests they did a burst test on it too. So I guess they're testing out the structural, maybe the top of these. Okay, I'll zoom out. If you look at the top piece here, I'll loosen the tripod. That piece right there in the center looks a lot like that piece in the center. Looks like a lot, the top of the booster there has the same shape as what we're looking at here. So, and the Starship goes on top of the booster at the top of the grid fin area. So possibly one of the things they're testing out is the weight of the Starship on the booster at the top there. You know, different structural integrity of how much weight they can put in the Starship maybe when they stack it on the booster. But I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. I know the top of the can crusher there looks a lot like the top where the grid fins are though. Yep, could be, huh? All right, we're getting a stronger wind here now. So we're over 15 miles an hour here, that's for sure. But it could be due to no, I don't think so, but it could be due to the buildings in the area that are funneling the wind through this area. But there aren't that many buildings around here, possibly, but I don't know. If we're able to check the weather, that'd be nice to see the wind speed at South Padre. Thanks. Okay, let me zoom in on the gentleman there discussing a little bit. Let me zoom in. So it looks like maybe they're doing a safety check, or maybe they're all waiting to come back from lunch, but they are chatting over there around the vehicle up front. Maybe a safety briefing or something. So the weather, okay. All right, so yeah, it's gotten a little windier, huh? 17 miles an hour at least over there, across the way. About 5 miles away, it's 17 miles an hour at South Padre. It's windy here right now. 27 kilometers, and the humidity is 83%. So it was around 93% a few hours ago here. So it got a lot less humid here. It's got a little windier. And the temperature, I don't remember what it was, maybe a little warmer as well. But the humidity dropped about 10%. Tom. Again, if we run out of audio, if you lose audio for any reason, let me know. I'll just unplug the mic. We have about 50% power on the camera, so we'll see where it all goes. We'll see. I've got a backup camera next to me So I will get some shots out today if it moves today of it coming down the road here. We're good for a couple hours though, at least, live stream. So it was 23 Celsius. Let's see what it is now again. It is 25, so yeah, it got a little warmer, huh? Good, thanks, Tony. A little warmer, a little windier, and less humid. All right, they're putting on harnesses. Look at that. There they go. Ken from Florida. Nice to see you again. Time now is 1:06 p.m. Central Time. There was a gentleman that left a voicemail message on my phone on the lunch break and asking about if there's any careers at SpaceX, if there are any open positions. So yeah, get on if you go to www.spacex.com/careers, that's where the list of the openings are. They have entry-level positions all the way up to very experienced positions all over, not only here in Brownsville. You can search by city or by job, or just search see all open positions. They've got many selections. There's also Tesla. You can do the same thing at Tesla on the tesla.com website. Also the Neuralink.com, they have a careers page as well, I believe. I think I saw it one time. So, yep, a few options. I sent a text message back to the fellow with a link to the careers page at SpaceX, so I did directly respond to his question. In the About section here on YouTube, in the Ocean Camera Space Corp channel, there is a phone number there, and you can text a message or ask a question, or reach us directly any time of day. Ken says 70 degrees in Florida. Good stuff. Oh, that's a little chilly, huh? Okay, they just started up something. Also at the bottom of the can crusher, there are some hydraulic rams which go along the, all around the structure. You can see them, I think, a little better in this shot. So they are maybe simulating I kind of think of it as on pad A and B over at the launch site for the suborbital pad. They have a thrust puck simulator where they shake the different things that they put on the pad when and then they kind of simulate a launch. So maybe that's what they're doing here. In addition to doing a crush test, they kind of do a simulation of the shaking of the booster. Because although the top of the can crusher is over on the right side of the screen, once they drape all the different ropes over it, they will connect them to the they will attach those ropes to these actuators, linear actuators, hydraulic linear actuators probably, and then they'll come into use. Now this piece here that they're going over, that they're working on, it's kind of taller than what we've seen in the past. Even this one on the left it's taller than they've had here in the past. So these are much taller pieces. I was out here one time and I saw them about in the last 2 months. They were talking about a fit test for the Starship because the last time they stacked the Starship, I believe it was the last time, it wasn't sitting exactly correctly, or maybe it was 2 times ago, but I think it was either the last time or the previous time when they recently stacked the Starship that they were saying something about a fit test wasn't exactly fitting ideally. So I was out here and they had another piece over, they had a piece here, but they had a second piece above it, and they were matching the 2 pieces together, almost like they had the base of a Starship, a simulated piece of the base of a Starship, and they were placing it on top of the piece that was there before. But that was a shorter piece. The piece that they had at the base there was a smaller piece than the one we're looking at now. I believe you can find that video here on the Ocean Cam channel by saying fit test, and that'll bring up the video that has that shot. The booster contains two different fuels. The top above this area here, it's methane, and on the bottom it's oxygen. So what we're looking at, if this is the top of a booster, then that's going to be holding methane in this area. I don't know if they would test it. I don't know if any of these would represent the bottom of a booster, but definitely we're seeing something that looks like the top of a booster. And there is a canister, there is a small canister in there which could hold some type of a gas or liquid. And that's what the one or two people stayed on top of the thing over there. And I think that's, they're standing on the top of one of those tanks there on the top. Ken says, going to be in the 30s later this week. Wow. Over there in Florida, Ken? Wow. Alan says 28 Fahrenheit in Dorset, UK. Oh, that's it's freezing weather over there in the UK, huh? Wow, in Dorset. Wow. Kent says 70s right now, but it's going to be in the 30s soon. Family came from the UK on the Mayflower. Wow. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. You know what time they're going to move it? Okay. I gave it a shot. Don't know. Hey, Matthew Garcia. You know, in this in the Brownsville area, there's a lot of people with the last name Garza. Okay, Ken says April. Happy birthday in April, Ken. Oh, are you a, if that's true, if your birthday is in April, are you an Aries? All right, so if you're new to the station here, if you're just tuning in, it's a Monday, and it looks like they're planning to move this piece of booster possibly down to the launch site today, or if not today, then soon. They put one of the transporters, a large transporter under this structure this morning. It's wider than normal, because there's another piece which goes on top of this, which is over there with all the ropes, and that has a much skinnier SPMT. This the SPMT they're using on this like can crusher is very wide, maybe a double wide SPMT. And we're at the build site next to SpaceX. Mega Bay and the High Bay are to the right here. This is the Rocket Garden, and I will get the Mega Bay and the High Bay to the right just for context. Mega Bay. High Bay to the right there. There's a YouTuber called Airrack. Yeah, you'd like to buy that house on the right? Yeah. This is a very beautiful house on the right. I too would like to buy this house on the right. Maybe not buy, I wouldn't, I'd like to maybe own, right? I could get a mortgage on it and rent it out to people and then let them pay for it, right? Yeah, very nice house here on the right. Maybe one of the most beautiful here in Boca Chica. But it's they're using it as a restaurant right now. It's also an event center. They did the SpaceX T-Mobile event just inside of there, and they put up a big stage, and it's a nice place. But I will tell you a little bit extra here. There are hundreds of lots just on the far side of this in the ocean, in the swamp area over there, which are valued at anywhere from $250 to maybe several $1,000s. But you can get some property right off the coast here in the water. So, you know, when it's underwater half the year, I think you'll lose. It's no longer yours. If it's underwater, I think the title becomes questionable. But once it dries up, if you're able to survey the area when it's dry and mark it off, you might be able to put a boat out there, or just raise it up with more soil, and you could buy, instead of buying this hut to the right, you could buy some property off the coast here to moor a boat off of, and you could, theoretically, you could just camp out in your boat, even when it's low tide. For less than $1,000, you could probably buy some land right off the coast. I own a lot also off the coast here, which costs $500, and theoretically I could just camp out right there. But yeah, there are hundreds of lots right off the coast here. You can check that out. I did 2 videos on how to buy property in SpaceX or in Boca Chica, and there's a link there to the county map where you can click on it and see who owns what land, and follow the videos, and you'll be surprised on what opportunities just laying right there. Oh yeah, Alan, you think that house right there used to belong to Maria Pointer? Wow, I didn't know which house was hers, but I've got to ask her if this is the house that used to be hers. If this is the house that used to be hers, I would be very interested to know that. I got to ask her. She's a Boca Chica gal, I think. I think that's. There's 2 Marys here, and one is Maria Pointer, and the other is the NSF Mary. I don't know where the NSF Mary's last name, but Mary and Mary. But one is the Boca Chica Maria Pointer. Yeah, but if this is used to be Maria Pointer's house, it would make sense because. What I know about Maria Pointer is this is the type of thing that she might construct, build, or modify to look like this. This is what she would do. Yeah, I don't think Mary would create something like that. She's a different type of personality that would make something like this. Okay, I just don't want to get the website wrong or the name wrong when I talk about Boca Chica Maria Pointer. Yeah, it's Maria or Mary. It's 2 different names. Oh, Boca Chica girl, 1, okay. How's
it going?
Good, good. Yeah, if you don't know Maria Pointer, she's a great person, and check her out. Look her up, Maria Pointer. She's been here since the beginning. She still owns property around here, but she used to live in a location here on the SpaceX property before it was SpaceX. Not only is she interested in space, but she's got other amazing experiences she can talk about. But Maria Pointer actually gets on camera just like I do, and she chats and shares info. She's a lot more skilled in many ways than I am, in different ways, So check her out. There's a gentleman named Airrack, A-I-R-R-A-C-K. I believe it's 2 R's, Airrack. And during the lunch, I saw he put out a video like first one to laugh loses or something like that. I guess his crew did a video about, I guess, somebody telling a whole bunch of jokes, and the first one to laugh is, you know, the first people that, whoever was left standing without laughing to a bunch of jokes was the winner. So if you do YouTube videos, that would be a fun video to watch. And also, Mr. Beast a while back put out a video saying, for every click on this video, for every 1,000 clicks, but for every click on this video, so-and-so will get $0.001 or like 1/10 of a penny he would give for every click he got on a video. So I'm thinking of using some of that type of stuff on as a title on some of the videos that I do here at OceanCam, or it would be a fun thing to do. And for every I know for every click it's about I can't get into numbers here, but he did it for every click. It was 0.001 donated, $0.001 donated to somebody. Good concept. A Normal Moose says Maria's property was on the other side of the Mega Bay, had a circular driveway. Okay, thanks, a Normal Moose. Okay. You good?
Hey, can I borrow you to take a picture of me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to do a selfie. I just,
Oh, no problem.
more
Of different things, or?
mostly,
Okay. I'll do horizontal and vertical.
doesn't matter. Yeah, horizontal sign.
Okay. Let me see. All right, I got 3. I did 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, huh?
Now I work for SpaceX Kennedy Space Center. First time down here.
Okay.
I thought, well, I'll
Cool.
be like a tourist too, you know.
Right on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See if they're good. See if they're good. See if they came out.
You want to take one more and zoomed in?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See the face. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I can do
Okay.
closer to
Okay. See. Okay. That's good. That's good.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. It's hard to tell out here in the sun how they turn out.
Oh.
That's all right. Well, not the first one I dropped it,
Okay.
as you can see.
I've done it myself. Yeah. Sorry. Help someone take a photo here.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Good.
Appreciate it.
You welcome. So, this is a gentleman from the Kennedy Space Center, works at SpaceX, and just see if we could get help with taking a photo. So we got about 10 photos or so. Good stuff. Let me zoom in on our shot here, see what's going on. I don't know what they're doing. They're checking something. I may have seen something like this before, but they're using the level. Ken says could have bought a bunch of land, a lot in the Middle Padre in the 70s for $8,000, but didn't. Cool. I guess Middle Padre Island. Like there's South Padre, Middle Padre. I guess there's an Upper Padre as well. Okay, let's see, Tony says something good here. Johnny 3003 says, Paul, I had an idea you could use for your channel. Maybe photograph some zoomed in details of parts which cannot be identified easily, and then do polls where people can guess what it's from. Some options. That's a good idea, Johnny. Thanks. I will think about that. Plastic Mug says, has the concrete been redone under the orbital launch mount? If they can't sort out taking off from Boca Chica, how are they going to do it on Mars? Yeah, interesting question. Good question. I know they're planning to do this type of launch not only from here, but from elsewhere. And I know Elon's into systemization. So even if something were good for here, they might want to rip it up and do it again, just so that they can get it perfect for when they're gonna. This is kind of like the demonstration spot, and if they can get it right here, they can kind of franchise it or just rebuild it elsewhere. So, you know, they maybe be a little bit perfectionist here at SpaceX, and just want to get it right. You know, get it right in-house before trying to get it right in Europe or in Africa or something else where there's less infrastructure. There's a lot of cheap land on the west coast of Africa, in the West Africa, and I know it's closer to the equator. Even in Ethiopia, you could probably get some land for pretty cheap. So the only problem with doing that is they have hardly any infrastructure over there in Africa. So if they were to capitalize on putting a space thing on the equator, possibly even in Colombia or Ecuador, Belize, the real issue with that is infrastructure. They would gain a lot as far as, I believe, less fuel needed to get it into orbit, because of the equator is much higher up than the rest of the planet, you know. The Earth apparently bulges. The Earth apparently bulges at the equator. Plastic Mug says it also starts off at a faster velocity. Yep, it's traveling faster at the equator too. Really good point there, Plastic. Sure. I'm gonna mix it up, and I'm gonna take the camera down by the rockets and get a shot from over there. Possibly we'll be able to get to see any activity that might be happening on the top piece right over there. And if there is, that would be good as far as anything happening here this afternoon with moving it. So I'm gonna take that leap, walk down the waves there, and see if anything's happening on the other side down that way. I have the Nikon camera with me too, so I'll zoom out and show you that. I've got it with me, so in case it comes, there's a purpose to do it. I will take some shots with the other camera as well. All right, 76 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 miles an hour. Still windy, yep, it is windy. All right, it'll take me a few minutes to get down there, but I'll keep streaming. Negative 6C, says Johnny. Where are you, Johnny? 3 on 3. Yeah, let me fix this tripod. Give me just a minute. Guess I can't. That's good enough. Here we go. Gonna set up the camera here just a minute. Sorry, we are here. Someone's got some music to the right here. Just get a little bit further away. Okay, just a minute. All right. Got it. Don't see any activity here. So this is the top piece that would go on top of the can crusher there on the left. I'll get some shots of the booster and the other rockets here and kind of spice up the stream a little bit. I'll probably also wait maybe another half hour. If we're still in the same situation in a half hour, I'll call it a early afternoon for now. Maybe they'll move it another day. That's in the distance there is booster 8. Booster 4 to the right. But I don't see the number of people that would need to be here. I don't see the activity that would normally see if they were getting ready to move something. So there is some activity by the can crusher, but as far as moving that as well as the top piece over here, I think they would need more people than we currently see here. So I'll give it another like 30 minutes and then call it a afternoon. So about 10 after the hour is when I'll make a decision around about 22 minutes from now. Get some shots of the rockets while I'm here. See you later, Ken. Keep it here for a moment. Kind of a cool shot. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I am enjoying it as well. guess I'd keep it there for a little bit. Lock it in. Hey, Kenny. These are affixed to the ground. These seem to be permanently here. They have a base to them, a stand under each one of them. Yeah, Tony, it's pretty fun. Yeah. Hey. Haven't done this type of video in a while. All right. I'd tell you the Phidias thing really inspired me as far as being able to make a difference with new video and new audience. I was watching a bunch of there's a playlist here called Music or Space Mood. I think it's called Music, and I watched a whole bunch of videos last night. And it's awesome, Tony. It's inspiring to watch those music videos, that's for sure. I made one called, there was one called like Theme, Theme or something like that. And I'd like to make another theme video of going to space. I made one a while back, and I think I'm gonna make another one sometime. Get back to this one over here. From my perspective, it's also nice to see the OceanCam thing moving forward, not only in videos, but also the mission of OceanCam. It's continuing to become more possible. A few days ago, I chatted with somebody who shared some information about the Enceladus Orbital Lander mission, referred to the Phase E of the Enceladus mission wasn't supposed to happen until 2051, and there was concern about the Phase A with the New Horizons going to Juno being the priority for NASA over the next 10 years. That New Horizons mission, I think the Juno mission with the flying, I believe it's to Titan, possibly to Europa, but the Juno mission is getting priority at NASA, as is the Europa, but the New Horizons is the Juno. And the second runner-up, I believe, is the Enceladus mission. But doesn't look like there's going to be enough money in the NASA budget, $44 billion budget, to do the Enceladus mission. So I was excited when I heard that, because that means there's an opening for the private to do a private mission to Enceladus. And I am increasingly in more and more contact with the people from the JPL, Southwest Research Institute, Johns Hopkins University crowd that put together the proposal to NASA. And it's pretty exciting that not only did I incorporate recently in Delaware, not only is NASA maybe not going to do the Enceladus mission, but there's a possibility that they'll all join the OceanCam private mission, and we can do it privately. Yeah, Gator, welcome as a member again. Awesome. So that's been inspiring as well. Not only did I learn some new things about doing video, but the OceanCam thing I've been continuing to move forward, and I guess when you keep stepping forward, the path keeps, or a path is visible. So I'm continuing to move it forward, and you guys are still here as well, and you gals as well. And there's more ladies watching the OceanCam channel as well. So we had 77% viewership were female in the last 30 days, which is amazing. It's always been around 2.5%. So there's good things happening. I get a shot of this. Can't quite make that out. I think I'll take a photo with the other camera and post it on the channel. Get back to the other stuff. I'll get a shot of what's going on over there in a minute. I've been able to pick up work too. You know, over the last 3 months, I've been able to make a bit of money. So that's good, real good. And that's there next year. If I need work, that same work I did this year is going to be there next year. So that's really good. I got you. Hey drones, I got you. I think it's due to the, yeah, anyway, it's good stuff. Good to see. Many different reasons. Many reasons. So that is, they're bringing that down, and the top is still here on the right. Haven't seen any activity next to the top of the can crusher yet. You know, what about it is here as well, Chief? You have any ideas? Any thoughts?
Have what?
You have any thoughts about when they'll move it?
Well, they don't seem to be in any hurry.
Yep.
That's why I was trying to stick around and see if I can get any indication, but
Right.
the more I see them just hanging out on top of it,
Right.
I don't think it's going to be today.
Yeah, I think so too. I was thinking another 8 minutes and I'd be out of here maybe or something. Yeah, what about it was, Chief there was saying probably the same thing as with the just hanging out around the side there, not really doing anything. Maybe that's an indication that it might not happen today. Johnny, awesome. Thanks for being a member, Johnny. 3 Okay. It's kind of a nice shot over here with this pallet loader. That's cool, he waved at us. Nice. Oh wow. Johnny's been watching from the start. Oh no, Tony's been watching from the start. I got you. Thanks. I'm looking at the stream, at the screen sideways because the wind is to the back, to my back. I want to keep the wind off the mic, so I'm looking over the side of the iPhone here. Yeah, it's almost 2 years, Tony. You believe that? That's a long, yeah, pretty awesome. March 1st, 2022 is, well, the channel started in April, but I started taking video and stuff, well, photos at least, in March. I think the channel started April something, 2021. Yeah, Gator, nice. Thanks, man. Two more minutes. I think I'll be out of here as well. I might pack it up in a couple minutes. I'll see if anything happens in the next couple of minutes, next 3 minutes or so. Nice to see you, Gator. Been a long day. Looks like they're doing a lot of prep work on top there for some reason. Sometimes they will install that piping when they get to the launch site, but this time they seem to be doing it now. Drones, that's nice, awesome. You've been more than helpful, Drum. So no pressure. Okay, I'll read what's said here. Johnny 303 says, but if SpaceX still has to create can crushers, they have not finished their structural designs yet, and there are some possible weak points in the rocket. Yeah. Or they just want to keep that's definitely a possibility. They could also just want to keep doing better and better. Yep. They have a couple different designs here, though. If we were to look at the one in the center, it has this area on top. This one has two, one on top and one on bottom. And the one on the right has none of that. This one over, let's see. This one over here, it doesn't have any of that stuff. So, and this top here is wider than the one on the booster. If we were to look at the booster, yeah, maybe different types of metal, says Gator. Yeah, interesting. If we look up the actual booster, I don't know. Maybe that is the same. Maybe that is the same height as the one on the ground. Maybe just from a distance, it looks a different height. That area. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's the same height. I don't know. Okay, it is past that time. I think I'm going to give it a rest for now. I'll be back this afternoon, this evening, more like this evening. I'm going to try and do a bunch of, I believe, a bunch of work on the computer to keep moving things forward on the Ocean Camp side, connections and everything else. Yeah, thanks, drones. You too. Enjoy your day. Johnny, 3-on-3. Tony. Amazing, Tony. Thanks for being there again. And the many people here. Wherever you're watching from, whether you're in the chat or not, thanks for being around. Together, we're all connected here on the Earth and throughout the solar system. And I think everybody matters. We all matter. So, thank you. And I'll see you in the next, either here or somewhere else throughout the universe. Yep. Thanks, Tony. Thank you for watching, participating. All right, I'm out of here. Be well. Thank you. Take care.